Leanne's romantic history could rival the drama of a reality dating show. Over the years, she's been involved with Rowan, the manipulative cult figure, along with her childhood sweetheart and former husband Nick Tilsley, who notoriously betrayed her by sleeping with her sister Toya Battersby. She also endured a rocky marriage with troubled Peter Barlow and had a brief relationship with Weatherfield favorite Steve McDonald, which tragically ended with the loss of their son, Oliver. Now, romance may finally be returning to Leanne's life, offering her a welcome escape from her recent mission to take revenge on twisted predator Megan Walsh. Executive producer Kate Brooks recently hinted that Leanne's next partner will be a ruthless newcomer connected to Alya Nazir's family. She revealed, "We're introducing Idris, Alya's cousin. He's incredibly charming, the kind of man who naturally draws people in." Kate added, "He's a sharp businessman with a slightly dangerous edge. He's willing to bend the rules when necessary, but he knows exactly how to win people over." Speaking about his connection with Leanne, she explained, "There's an instant spark between them. Idris brings excitement back into Leanne's world." Of course, in Coronation Street, things are never that simple. Idris first appears when he steps in to help Brody at Speed Daal after a group of loud businessmen start causing chaos. After throwing them out, he's greeted warmly by Alya, and it's the moment Leanne first notices him. Their paths cross again when Idris watches Leanne stand up to a threatening thug, leaving him impressed by her confidence. Afterwards, he invites her to join him for a drink at the Rovers' return. The chemistry between them quickly grows, and before long, Idris moves in for a kiss. But trouble soon follows. Alya is stunned when she discovers Leanne has kissed Idris and immediately warns her to stay away from him. It doesn't take long to understand why, as Idris is later seen openly flirting with Tracy Barlow. Leanne and Tracy already share a tense history, especially after Tracy attacked her years ago over Steve McDonald. While Leanne can certainly hold her own, taking on Tracy over a man is always risky, particularly considering Tracy once killed cheating boyfriend Charlie Stubbs during a dramatic confrontation. By charming two of Coronation Street's fiercest women at the same time, Idris could be heading for disaster. The big question is whether Leanne is about to suffer another heartbreak. Coronation Street has released a preview of dramatic new scenes involving Will Driscoll and Megan Walsh, as the teenager makes a troubling discovery connected to his former athletics coach. The ITV soap's hard-hitting storyline has followed Will being groomed by Megan over a number of months before she was finally arrested. Although she was later charged and released on bail, it soon becomes clear that Megan has no intention of staying away. In scenes airing next week, Megan secretly watches Will from afar while he struggles to move on from the trauma she caused him. A newly released first-look clip from Tuesday's episode hints that the situation is about to become even more disturbing. During the scene, Will meets up with Hope Dobbs, who he has recently become close friends with. Sitting together in Roy's Rolls, Hope mentions spotting him with Megan the night before. Will quickly insists that nothing happened and explains that he told Megan to leave him alone after she followed him. He admits he can't bear being around his former coach anymore, but Hope encourages him to inform Ben and Eva about the encounter. Later, while Hope complains to Jodie Ramsey that Will, and men in general, can be easily manipulated by attractive women, Will suddenly discovers a note hidden in his pocket. The message is from Megan and includes her new phone number, leaving Will with a difficult decision about whether he should tell his father and stepmother the truth. Speaking about the storyline, a source from Weatherfield revealed, Megan turning up again could completely unsettle Will. He's only just starting to understand the harm she caused him. But despite everything, part of him still has feelings for her, and Megan is fully aware of that. Reports recently suggested that Beth Nixon, who plays Megan, may be leaving the soap later this year, although ITV and the actress have yet to officially confirm the news. In recent weeks, Coronation Street's cast and production team have also been spotted filming courtroom scenes, strongly hinting that Megan may eventually face trial for her actions. While details remain under wraps, producer Kate Brooks has already teased that the villain won't escape punishment easily. Being the one to expose the truth can sometimes come with devastating consequences. Young Detective Sam Blakeman was the first person on the street to realize that his schoolmate Will had been manipulated into an inappropriate relationship with predatory teacher Megan Walsh. Although Sam eventually revealed Megan's true nature, he suffered heavily for it. Megan subjected him to threats, intimidation, and pressure at school, pushing the vulnerable youngster into taking unprescribed Ritalin, which later caused him to collapse on the cobbles. Even after Megan's crimes were exposed, Sam's ordeal continued. At first, police struggled to charge Megan because she had carefully hidden the evidence against her. Instead of helping matters, Sam's actions only enraged Will, who blamed him for destroying what he believed was a genuine relationship. Will's bullying became so relentless that Sam's mental health began to spiral. The troubled schoolboy started suffering frightening hallucinations, imagining Will chasing after him in terrifyingly realistic scenarios. In one incident, Sam believed Will had cornered him in the ginnel, only to realize he had actually been shouting at himself before smashing his treasured telescope. Sadly, this marked only the start of Sam's psychological breakdown. More recently, Sam overheard his father Nick Tilsley discussing a wine delivery with Toya Battersby, but in his distressed state, he became convinced they were calling him a liar and accusing him of being jealous of Will. Things grew even darker when Sam imagined Roy Cropper giving him unsettling advice that felt completely unlike Roy's normal personality. In the disturbing vision, Roy warned Sam that enemies were everywhere and insisted he could trust nobody. While Sam's mental health deteriorates, Will has also been struggling emotionally. The emotional grip Megan held over him was finally shattered on the day they planned to run away to Paris together. A heartfelt conversation with Tim Metcalf, who opened up about his own experience with abuse, forced Will to confront reality. The final blow came when Will discovered Megan had only booked a plane ticket for herself, proving she never intended for him to come with her. Realizing the truth at last, Will reported Megan to the police, leading to her eventual arrest. However, moving on from the trauma is proving incredibly difficult. Will is struggling to accept that Megan never genuinely cared for him, leaving him confused about who he can trust. He recently even accused Bethany Platt of touching him inappropriately when she had simply tried to comfort him with a hug. Will has clearly reached an emotional breaking point, and tensions within his family are making matters even worse, with his father Ben constantly clashing with grandmother Maggie. Upcoming Coronation Street scenes reveal that things are about to take an alarming turn. During a confrontation in the cafe, Sam lashes out at Will, calling him evil and declaring that he wishes he were dead. The cruel comment leaves Will deeply shaken. Later, Will overhears Ben tearfully admitting to Eva Price that Megan has completely destroyed his son's life. Crushed by the conversation, Will turns to alcohol before climbing dangerously high onto scaffolding in the builder's yard. Thankfully, Asha Alahan spots him and immediately contacts Maggie for help. Desperate to save her grandson, Maggie climbs up after Will and pleads with him to take back control of his future. As the terrified Driscoll family watches on, Maggie desperately tries to convince Will to come down safely. But will she succeed? Or could Sam's shocking words have pushed Will too far?